y'all, welcome back to toya.dtv. Toya.dtv. Toya to the D to the T to the V. Hey. Alright, y'all. So we are back. Married to Medicine, episode 8. No. Married to Medicine, season 8, episode 4. Home court advantage. Y'all, you know how they start showing the quick scenes or whatever, transition scenes. I normally don't even talk about those, but I gotta talk about this one. Contessa's daughter is hilarious. She was talking to her niece. Y'all been here about 3 months, right? Are y'all sick of us yet? She was like, no, we're not sick of y'all. Contessa's daughter was like, maybe we're not, maybe we are. We see Simone and Michael, her youngest baby boy. They're on their way to Bed Bath & Beyond. They didn't say that, but I know the store because I be there. He is going off to college in a week on a basketball scholarship. He is getting items for his dorm, bonding with his mother. He's very affectionate. So Simone wants him to know, hey, you got to tell your daddy to step up while you're gone, because where am I going to get all my hugs and kisses from? That ain't going to happen. Cecil ain't with it. They're there, shopping for him, and they come up with the idea of a basketball game, children versus parents. Again, the rematch. He wants Dr. Jackie there because she was not at his graduation party, and he loves Dr. Jackie's. She's like, it'll be kind of odd to call her, to invite her to the party when we haven't been talking. The question I would want to propose to Simone is, how is it that it's awkward for you to call Jackie to invite her to the party, but it's not awkward for you to contact Dr. Heavenly and ask her, can you have the basketball party at her house? How is one worse than the other? Like, I'm not understanding. To me, I would feel funny asking this person I just mended a friendship with, can I throw a party on your court? It's a little weird. They also give us an update on Miles. So he has left college. He's working full time. Simone and Cecil are giving him 1 year to get his stuff together so that he can get back into school. So next we see Amelia and her family. They are going to the newly constructed home and just checking out the renovations, checking out how far they are on the process. Y'all, it seems to me that Amelia's husband doesn't like her mom. So as they're going through the rooms, her mom's like, nope, I don't like that. That needs to change. That should be granted. What was it? It was something that had like 2 options she was going to choose. She was like, no, it needs to be that. You need to change it. Her mom was very aggressive in pointing out the negative. So Amelia is used to it. She said that's just how Indian moms are. Her husband is not digging, nor is he checking for that. He feels very disrespected because when they were talking about the fireplace, he's like, no, it should be whatever color we decide it's going to be. Amelia is in a hard place because it seems like she's stuck between her mom and her husband. That should never be the case, y'all. Seriously, it should never be the case. It should never be the case. There should be an agreement, an understanding, and a merit that comes about with everything. And when they were in their confessional, Amelia's husband was like, yeah, your mom's just a show off, because she's used to the riches, the glam, the everything being perfect. She would get her nails done to match the drapes in the house and all of that kind of stuff. So she's used to stating her opinion and basically getting her way. Yeah, he has a problem with that. And Amelia is feeling like, hey, you're going to stop talking disrespectful about my mom. So her dad pulls her aside and he's like, let me talk to her. Her dad is just laying it out. Hey, look, we are getting older. In the Indian culture, we don't believe in putting people in homes and things of that nature when they get older. So she's going to have to come in here and live with you. And Amelia's like, I'm sorry, but I would be divorced. I can't do that. In her culture, there is no options. There is no choice. Y'all, it's not looking good. We see Dr. Jackie at the office with one of her patients who loved to masturbate. Pregnant patient who loved to masturbate. So she says that her labor was induced because she was masturbating. And a few hours later, she went in labor and realized that it was not Braxton Hicks labor pains. It was true labor pains. She had the baby, did not wait the full 6 weeks, and started masturbating again, and she said that it hurt. So she's in Dr. Jackie's office now to get a checkup, a look-see, to make sure everything okay. I gotta say this, it's a little gross, but the patient referred to her uvula as the meat, and Dr. Jackie's like, no, we don't call it the meat. Y'all, I cracked up laughing at it. She's like, I don't care what it's called. I know how to work me up. I know how to work this. This vibrator is doing the most. Dr. Jackie looked and she's like, okay, you're good. You can have your little menage me. That was like a funny scene to me because it almost seemed like Dr. Jackie and this patient was just chit-chatting like girlfriends. Like, oh, you still You still on your freaky stuff, girl. You still tearing yourself up, girl. Let me check to make sure you all right. Okay, you good. Go ahead and do what you do. Like, that's almost how it seemed. I don't know if I would be comfortable with something like that, but hey, it is what it is. We see next Toya and Eugene. Toya's waking Eugene up for a middle of the day bath, and a lot of people had a problem with that as well. I say it is what it is. In marriage, sometimes you got to do some stuff that you don't want to do, and if he's never home and he's home, I'm sure she let him get some sleep. But at this point, she wants time with her husband. So she woke him up. They got in the bath. And you know what? I'm proud of Eugene for coming to Toya with the real. Because he's like, you know what, Toya? I do like a woman with an opinion. I like a woman with a backbone. But when it comes to me, I would like it if you would say things with a little more compassion and not just be, stabbing the knife as you talk to me, because I'm not everybody else. And I'm happy Eugene said that, because one thing about Eugene and Toya, y'all, that love is real. Eugene be on social media lighting people up for Toya, not for her, but just in defense of his wife. I never forget, I believe one of the presidential debates was on, and Toya posted a picture or something on social media, and somebody went down in her comments on Instagram and was like, you got the nerve to be posting this during the presidential debate. You need to be listening and educating yourself so that you can teach somebody something. Eugene, he responded to that comment, and Eugene be fighting battles for Toya, and I don't even know if Toya know. Eugene loves Toya for real, y'all. At the end of the day, Toya was like, okay, I'm gonna try, and they are gonna try more of relaxing, because he feels like Toya is just mean and a little snippy lately. And I said the same thing. I still haven't seen the Toya that we're used to seeing. They are gonna move forward with just relaxing and respecting each other more. We see Dr. Heavenly and her youngest boy, Zachary, talking, and he's 19 in college. I'm so proud. Like, this black man who is 19 has gotten his real estate license, and he's still in college at the same time. It's not easy to pass and get that real estate license, y'all. They're talking about flipping homes, and I love it. So Dr. Heavenly gave him a task to find a $150,000 home so that they can flip it and make a profit. That is how you make wealth. That is how you pass it down from generation to generation, because the real estate market would never hit zero. During her conversation with her son Zachary, he had on a Black Lives Matter shirt, and she's like, you know what? How can I get someone else to see that just because you have brown skin does not mean that we are the same? And he mentions, yeah, we are the same, but we're not the same. We're made up the same, but we are not treated the same. So she said, how can I explain that to her without getting upset? So he definitely has Damon's mindset. And he's like, you don't have to prove anything. All you have to do is show. You don't have to say anything. All you have to do is show the statistics, the numbers, because numbers don't lie. Dr. Hamlin's like, you know what? Yeah, you're just like your dad, and that's very wise. And shut it down without personal emotions and feelings getting involved. It's very hard to talk about, y'all, because it's true. Black lives do matter, and it's just screwed up that people think when we say Black Lives Matter, we're saying that somebody else's life does not matter. No, we're saying because we have not mattered for so long, at this moment, it's about us. So forget everything else. It's about us, and that's it. But some people will never get it. That's the conclusion I've came to. Some people will never get it, and it is what it is. And if we were the same, let's look at it like this. If we were the same, why is it whenever we fill out forms, they always want to know our ethnicity? They're not saying, is your skin brown? Is your skin white? They're saying, what is your ethnicity? And daggone it, African American and Indian are not in the same block. That's proof that we're not the same. Like, people need to stop with this. We see Anelia and Contessa. They meet up at the park to discuss what happened at the Rocky event that she had. They arrive and they kind of talk, and Contessa's like, you know what? Well, Anelia said she felt disrespected, and Contessa's like, you felt disrespected? Your mom was all on me, pulling me. Anelia was determined to use, well, in the Indian culture, we this, we that. Well, in the American culture, in the black culture, keep your hands to yourself. Contessa, she still sucked it up and was the bigger person and was like, hey, I apologize if you felt like I disrespected your mom. In the Indian culture, it's disrespectful to leave a dinner and walk away from an event, but she felt like she had to. So it's just two different worlds colliding. Contessa apologizes and they're moving forward. Now we see everybody headed to Dr. Heavenly's house. This versus basketball game, y'all. Adults versus kids. Simone did invite everybody, including Jackie and Curtis, which I'm proud of her, because if she had not done that, I think we all would have been like, Simone, you just plain wrong. She was wrong for not inviting her to the graduation party. Regardless of what you got going on, your son want to see her. So put your feelings aside. It should be that simple. Everybody arrives. Then we see Miles, Michael, and Jace, which is their friend. Laura's coming out the house, and they're all just looking at her. Dr. Heavenly is so protective. It's so funny. She's like, don't be looking at my child. Leave her alone. Me and Simone, we are not good at being friends, so we can't be in-laws. Toya arrives to Dr. Heavenly's house. Why is it that Toya is determined to disrespect Heavenly's house every time she's there? Why would you invite somebody that, first of all, she doesn't know, second of all, during COVID, and third of all, without asking? You meant that as disrespect. She said that it was her son's birthday and that he plays basketball too. So that could have been a simple phone call, a simple text, but you meant that as disrespect, but you brought him anyway. So Heavenly let it roll. And it's funny, Toya wants to complain how Dr. Heavenly did not have spoons, forks, whatever. But why you need a fork for pizza and wings? I don't understand why Toya said that. Because from what I saw, they had pizza and wings. So what do you need a fork? It almost seemed like Toya just wants to keep stirring the pot when it comes down to Dr. Heavenly. Yeah, Dr. Heavenly talks mad trash about Toya, which that part I don't understand, about Toya not working and all that. That part I don't understand either. But it almost seemed like they both are just tit for tat doing the most. Anelia and Toya talk, and Anelia's telling her how it turned out with her and Contessa when they met up at the park. She was just kind of telling her that she did apologize and it was sincere and all of that. Well, for a second, Anelia was like, well, she was mentioning you and all of that. And I'm like, Anelia, stop the lies, girl. Contessa did not mention Toya. But then Anelia backpedaled and was like, no, she didn't mean it like that. She didn't mean anything like, she said she didn't want anything to do with it. She said she didn't want anything to do with the drama. And I'm like, Anelia, you... So the game is about to begin, y'all. So we got everybody sitting on the sidelines. And when Contessa walked over there, Anelia and all of them got quiet. Toya got quiet. They all kind of looked. But anywho, the game gets started. Kieran, Anela's husband, he's like, man, I took 4 ibuprofen to make sure I'm good during this game. It's hilarious. All the men are just chilling. I love it. The men are chilling. They're having a good time. They're playing. Y'all, Michael can really play for real. He can really play. I'm glad he got the scholarship. I hope he soars high. At the time the game was over, the kids won, but Dr. Heavenly cheated. She went over there and hit the scoreboard a couple of times to make it seem like they won. The teen boys, they're gone now, and it's just the adults left. Kieran ended up walking past with the kids, and Anela was like, where are they? Or where are you going? Or something like that. And Heavenly was like, that's your job. You can't expect him to be the doctor and take care of the kids. That's your job. Anela was like, no, I do work. And she was like, I thought you blogged. Heavenly was picking a fight. She was picking a fight, and it is what it is. Everything that works for Dr. Heavenly doesn't work for everybody. Everybody don't want to be in the role of, hey, you watch the kids, I make the money. Like, everybody's not in that role. Anela is like, if I'm working and he's working, then it should be 50-50. Dr. Heavenly had to eat her up for that. Oh, you're working? Blogging is a job? What? Most people got something else on the side that they do. All shade. So Toya gets mad. Toya gets involved. That's when Heavenly's like, oh, well, let's talk about how you got your house, Toya. Let's talk about how you got your house. Let's ask Miss Quad. Let's ask Quad. It's crazy to me because this is how you stay on TV. This is how you keep your part on TV. Dr. Heavenly is being messy because this is how you keep your part on TV. Because at the end of the day, I honestly don't believe Quad knew a thing about Toya's finances and how she got a loan for whatever. I don't think that's true. And if it is, do anybody really care? I don't. Dr. Heavenly is playing her role of being messy. Her and Toya bickering back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Dr. Simone's trying to calm down Heavenly. Why? I don't know. It is what it is. The men are in the house having the best time of their lives, toasting, and it's all calm in there. The women are outside going crazy. So Toya's like, whatever, I'm wearing $350 worth of a workout outfit, honey. $350, honey. And Heavenly's like, well, we buying $450,000 houses. What you talking about, a $350 outfit? What? Simone's like, well, we need to clean this stuff up, Dr. Heavenly. We about to go. And Dr. Heavenly's like, I don't clean up nothing. I got people that do that. Matter of fact, Toya and Anelia, y'all come back. Y'all don't work. Y'all clean this crap up. That was funny to me. I'm sorry. That was funny. Y'all come back. Y'all come clean this up. Y'all don't work. Dr. Heavenly couldn't be my friend. I better punch her right in the mouth. She's funny for TV though. I really feel like all this stuff is just for a role on TV. I don't think she really like that. Now, mouth-wise, yeah, I do. But will she just come out and blatantly attack you out of nowhere if she's not on TV? I don't think so. I don't think so, y'all. But anyway, that was Married to Medicine. Anyway, I did it, y'all. I completed the 2 videos. I appreciate y'all. But nah, though, thank you to all of my subscribers. I still see I got new people that came in. I appreciate y'all. I love y'all. Thank you to the people that just watch me in general. Thank you to y'all that are lending me your ear for me to rant about shows, to give my honest opinion. So I thank y'all. Like, y'all be coming through. On days when I'm not feeling my best, I get up here, I give it my all, and I feel better while I'm doing it. So y'all, I thank y'all for supporting me. Until next time. Ow, 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 ow.